Okay, so I forgot to film an intro because I'm an idiot, but here's my take on Winifred Sanderson from Hocus Pocus. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is taking my cream contour kit from e.l.f. It is amazing. Honestly, for $6, go out and buy it. But anyway, I'm going to be highlighting all of the high points of my face. I already have my foundation on, and then the highlighting cream, all that does is it just makes it a little bit more pale, because I didn't want to go in with a pale foundation just to put highlight on to make me even look more washed out. So always go with the foundation that matches your skin and then lighten that up with highlighting cream. So I'm putting it on my chin, right underneath my cheekbones, my forehead, and my nose and my upper lip. And I'm going to be blending that out with my Real Techniques foundation brush. Right after that, I'm going in with that same contour kit, and I'm taking those two contour colors, and I'm going to be contouring my cheekbones and anywhere that I feel lines would look really good on my face. Yes, Winifred goes through this whole entire transition where she becomes younger, but she still has wrinkles on her face. So I'm contorting my face, smiling, making weird looks, just so I can put the lines in a more natural looking spot. This is going to create for a better looking, more realistic lines and wrinkles on your face. So I'm putting it around my smile lines, under my chin, and then I'm going to be going onto my forehead as well. And for my nose, this is just more to create a shadow. It's not really to create any wrinkles, because you don't really get wrinkles on the side of your nose, at least I don't think you do. But this is just to kind of narrow out my nose just a little bit more. And as you can see, I'm contorting my eyebrows just so I can get a little bit of wrinkle up there as well. Then using a beauty blender, I'm just gonna go ahead and blend in everything. Obviously blend it to the point where you can still see the lines on your face. You don't wanna blend it too well to where they basically disappear. But if you find that you just blended a little bit too much, just go right back in and add some more color and do those steps all over again. Then all I'm doing here is adding a little bit more contour to the sides of my forehead. This isn't really to create any wrinkles, this is just to create a little bit more shadow. And like I just said, I'm just adding a little bit more color into places that I felt like I blended in a little bit too much, and I wanted them to be a little bit more visible. And then I'm also adding contour to the sides of my chin, which I forgot to do beforehand, and I'm just gonna blend that out all over again. Now taking my favorite setting powder, which is by Makeup Forever, I'm just going to put that on all of the places where I put that highlighting shade. So this also just helps set everything in so it doesn't move, and it also kind of pales out your face just a little bit more. This is in the shade medium, so it's kind of like a yellow banana color. Then using my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, I'm using the color Shadow Play, which is considerably darker than how I would normally go for a contour. And I'm just going to set that cream contour with that powder shade, and that's going to create even more wrinkles and make it even more realistic. So I think I used an eyeliner brush for this, I believe, just because I wanted a really thin brush to use it with. The thicker the brush, you're just gonna get colors all over your face, and you really wanna keep those lines and wrinkles concentrated. So the thinner the brush, the better it is. So make sure you use either an eyeliner brush or maybe just a brush that you would use for the inner corner of your eyes to create a highlight. And then I'm also adding some powder on the sides of my eyes just to create some crow's feet, which I thankfully don't have yet, but I wanted to create them for this look. For eyebrows, I know Winifred doesn't have any eyebrows at all, but again, this is to obviously save time, because not everybody has time to sit there and block out their eyebrows. I have really dark, really thick eyebrows, and it's a bitch to sit there and just to get rid of my eyebrows. So I'm not grooming my eyebrows, I'm just making them a little bit unkempt and just cleaning them up a little bit. If you want to keep your eyebrows normal, that's perfectly fine. And if you have lighter eyebrows, obviously go ahead and use glue and concealer and all that stuff. For me, I just don't have time for that, and it's way too much work that I honestly just don't want to do. So this is honestly for those of us who are lazy and just want to get the job done. For eyeshadow, I'm taking my Huda Beauty palette and using that color Bossy. Winifred, for her eyes, kind of has a brown mauve shade. It's almost like Sarah's eyeshadow shade as well, but it's obviously not as dramatic as Sarah's is. So you really just want to put that into the eyelid, put it all over the place, and blend that into where you put that nose contour, and just bring that kind of into the inner corner and then up a little bit to the eyebrow. And like I always say, if you don't have this eyeshadow palette, just use whatever eyeshadow palette you have available with a color that at least looks like this one. Then I'm going to take a natural looking eyeliner. I think this is by Rimmel in the color Natural. You can also take white as well, but I just wanted to use a cream shade. And I'm going to put that in my waterline just to create a bigger looking eye. While my mascara dries, because I already put that on, I'm taking really bright blush. This is by e.l.f. as well. I think this is in their light blush palette. So I'm taking that really bright pink and mixing it with a little more toned down pink. And in a circular motion, I'm going to be putting on my blush. You really want to go heavy-handed with this. Even if you want to take a red lipstick and do that as well, you can. I even think that would be better if you take a red lipstick and then put this blush on top of it. Just make sure it's not blended in. Then I'm just going to add some lashes. I think these are by Kiss, if I'm not mistaken. You can get them at Walmart. They're like one of my favorite brands of lashes, and they're super affordable. I think I only paid maybe $8 for a pack of 4 of these. They're absolutely amazing, and if you have hooded eyes, just go out and get this brand because it's awesome. Okay, just to set everything else, I'm taking my translucent powder by Kat Von D, and I'm just going to take a really fluffy blending brush. I think this is also by Real Techniques in their Bold Meadows collection, and I'm just going to pat that all over my face. I'm not going to blend it in that well because I still want to look a little bit pale, so I'm just going to put this translucent powder all over my face. Especially if you're of a darker tone, this is going to look even better because a lot of translucent shades just don't blend in that well. For lips, I'm taking, I think this is called Nude Embrace by Maybelline, and I'm putting that on the outer corners of my lips just to pale them out. You can also put foundation on the sides of your lips, but I feel like after a while that kind of dissipates and goes away and doesn't look that great, so just use a nude lipstick that doesn't match your skin. With a lipstick brush, I'm going to be taking Rich Ruby, also by Maybelline in their matte collection, and creating her signature heart-shaped lip. Since I'm not doing my eyebrows, making sure that I get her lip down pat is going to be the most important thing of this whole entire look because it's really going to tie everything together. And then for the bottom part of her lip, I'm going to bring that lip color a little bit past where my lip ends just to create more of a point to it so it really does look like a heart. And for Halloween this year, I decided to be Winifred just because I've always wanted to. I never actually did, so I don't know why it took me so long to just do this. But yeah, I'm being Winifred for Halloween, and then this week I'm going to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween because I'm a big kid at heart, and I cannot wait to see the Sanderson sisters perform there. If you know anything about it, you know that they perform every Halloween. So yeah, anyway, this is my completed Winifred Sanderson look. It's quick, it's easy, it's going to save you a lot of time, and I hope you guys have a great rest of the week and a great Halloween.